Hi students, in this video I'm going to solve this given problem. The problem is determine the state transition matrix, state response, a unit response of the system having the following state model equation. So this is the given equation. These two represent state model equations, and it is a state equation and it is output equation, and it is for response for getting the response. So generally we know that the state model equations given by x dot is equals to ax plus bu. So this equation represents the state equation, and y is equals to cx plus du, and it represents the output equation. When compared to these two, this on a state equation, here the matrix A can be written as 0, 1, minus 2 and minus 3, and B here 0, 1, and C is 1, 0, right? So this is the matrices we can obtain when compared to this given state model equation and normal state model equations. So from these three matrix we have to find the this transition matrix, response for unit step input, as well as normal response. So let me do the first question. First one is state transition matrix. So the state transition matrix is given by it is divided by pi of t, and it can be given by Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse. So by solving this equation, then we can obtain the state transition matrix, and it is pi of t. Now let me solve this one by one here. So let me solve first Si minus A. So here S and I is a identity matrix, and you have to take here identity matrix, and rank should be depends on the rank of matrix A. So here the rank of matrix is 2 by 2, right? So the size of matrix is 2 by 2. Then so that we have to consider the identity matrix also 2 by 2 matrix. So 1, 0, 0, 1 minus. So A is 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3. So if you simplify this equation, S 0, 0, S minus of 0, 1, minus 2, minus 3, and now S 0, S minus 1, 2, S plus 3. So this is the matrix we can obtain while solving this Si minus A. Now we have to find the inverse of Si minus A. So already you guys are aware about how we can do the inverse of matrix, right? So inverse of matrix is nothing but an adjoint of that matrix divided by a determinant of that matrix. So now we have to solve that Si minus A inverse, and it is given by adjoint of Si minus A divided by determinant of Si minus A. If we solve this two numerator denominator, then we can obtain the Si minus A inverse. Let me solve first one, that is numerator adjoint of Si minus A. So here if it is 2 by 2 matrix, right, let me consider it is just assume A, B, C, D. So if you want to find the adjoint of this matrix, what you have to do is just replace that D, A, and remaining so it should be multiplied with minus B minus C. So this is the way of converting that adjoint of A from the given matrix. Now from this matrix we can write S plus 3, S 1, and minus 2. So this is the adjoint of A by this way, right? So and next one is we have to find the determination, that is determinant of Si minus A equals to S into S plus 3 minus of minus 1 into 2. So we will get S into S plus 3 plus 2. So if you simplify this, S square plus 3S plus 2. So this is the second order quadratic equation. If you want to convert into factors, you will get this one is S plus 1 into S plus 2, right? So now we found that numerator as well as denominator. Let me write this completely. Si minus A inverse equals to, that is first denominator 1 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2, s plus 3, 1 minus 2 and s. After simplifying this, s plus 3, s plus 1, s plus 2, 1 divided by s plus 1, s plus 2, minus 2 divided by s plus 1, s plus 2, s divided by s plus 1 and s plus 2. Now this is the matrix that is terminate Si minus A inverse. Now we have to apply the inverse Laplace transform to this matrix, then only we can apply the straight axis matrix, right? So if you see here, if you want to what is the need of Laplace inverse transform means we have to convert from S domain to T domain, and this type of terms we can't able to apply the inverse Laplace. Why? Because the denominator having the factors. So if you want to apply the Laplace inverse to like these factors, we have to apply the first partial fraction. So after converting partial fraction expansion, then we can apply the Laplace inverse to these terms. Let me see the one by one. So we have to apply the 1 by 1 partial fraction expansion. After that we have to apply the Laplace inverse. So let me see the first one, that is s plus 3 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. So this is the first term in the matrix, that is s plus 3 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. So if you want to apply the partial fractions here, so we have to separate by two terms. One is a by s plus 1 plus b by s plus 2. So here we have to find the a and b values. So from this equation we can simplify that. We can write s plus 3 divided by s plus 1 s plus 2. On Rx side the LCM is s plus 1 and s plus 2. The numerator will get a into s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1. Here both denominators having the same factors, right? So we can cancel that. Then you will get s plus 3 equals to a into s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1. So from this equation we have to find the a and b value. Now put s is equals to minus 1. See, if you substitute s equals to minus 1 in this above equation, let me see what we can find. See, in the place of s we can substitute minus 1 plus 3, a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. So here b will get 0 because minus 1 plus 1 should be 0, right? Here 2, a into minus 1 plus 2 is 1. So here a will be 2. Right, from this now when put s is equals to, now put s is equals to minus 2. Then let me see this equation will come. Minus 2 plus 3, a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus 1. So here minus 2 get cancelled, then it will become 0, and minus 2 plus 3 is 1. B into minus 2 plus 1, so you will get minus b. So b is equals to minus 1. Now this factor becomes 2 divided by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2. So this is the first term. Now let me see the second term. So second term is 1 divided by s plus 1 s plus 2. Now again we have to apply the partial fraction for this term. A divided by s plus 1 plus b divided by s plus 2. So while we simplify what we did in above equation, above term, same thing. So 1 is equals to a into s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1. Now so again we have to find the a and b value. So put s is equals to minus 1 in this equation. You will get 1 equals to a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. So again it should be 0, and 1 is equals to minus 1 plus 2 is 1 and a. So a equals to 1. Next, put s is equals to minus 2 in this equation, right? So 1 is equals to a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus 1. So now if you see this, it should be 0, and 1 equals to minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, so minus b. So then b is equals to minus 1. If you substitute a and b value here, you will get 1 divided by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2. So this is the second term. Now let me see the third term. So third term is minus 2 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. Now if you separate these two into two terms, a by s plus 1 and b by s plus 2, after simplifying this you will get minus 2 into a in s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1. Now here also we have to find the a and b value. Put s is equals to minus 1. So you will get minus 2 equals to a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. So it will become 0. Minus 2 equals to a, then a equals to minus 2. Next, put s is equals to minus 2. Then you will get minus 2 equals to a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus 1. Minus 2 equals to, it will become 0, b into minus 1, minus minus get cancelled, then b is equals to. So now if you substitute a and b in this equation, you will get minus 2 divided by s plus 1 plus 2 divided by s plus 2. Now we go for a fourth term. So the fourth term is s divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. So here also we can apply the partial fraction. So you will get a divided by s plus 1 plus b divided by s plus 2. If you simplify this one, s equals to a into s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1. If you want to find the a and b, you have to cancellation by substituting s is equals to minus 1 and minus 2. So let's put s is equals to minus 1. Then the above equation comes minus 1 equals to a into minus 1 plus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. So here it will become 0, and we will get minus 1 equals to a into 1. So a is equals to minus 1. Next put s is equals to minus 2. Then you will get minus 2 equals to a into minus 2 plus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus 1. Now here it should be becomes 0. Minus 2 equals to b into minus 1, minus minus get cancelled, and b equals to 2. Now these two should be substitute here. Then minus 1 s plus 1 plus 2 divided by s plus 2. So finally the matrix Si minus A inverse becomes 2 divided by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2. This is the term we obtained while solving the first fraction for the first term in the matrix. And next one is 1 divided by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2. Next one is minus 2 divided by s plus 1 plus 2 divided by s plus 2. And last one is minus 1 divided by s plus 1 plus 2 divided by s plus 2. So after that we have, for obtaining the state transition matrix phi of t is Laplace inverse of Si minus A inverse, right? So you have to apply the Laplace transform to the entire matrix. 2 by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2, 1 divided by s plus 1 minus 1 divided by s plus 2 minus 2 divided by s plus 1 plus 2 divided by s plus 2 minus 1 divided by s plus 1 plus 2 divided by s plus 2. Now if you apply the Laplace transform to the each term, you will get From the, if you apply the Laplace inverse to this equation, you will get 2 into e power minus t minus of e power minus 2t. Similarly here e power minus t minus e power minus 2t. Here minus 2 e power minus t plus 2 into e power minus 2t minus e power minus t plus 2 into e power minus 2t. This is the state transition matrix pi of t. Right? Let we go for a second problem. That is the state response. The state response formula is given by x of t equals to pi of t into x of 0. Right? So this is called as a state response equation. Now so already we have this pi of t matrix. So here already x of 0 was given in problem. So by multiplying these two, then we will get the state response. So x of t equals to 2 e power minus t minus e power minus 2t, e power minus t minus e power minus 2t minus 2 e power minus t plus 2 e power minus 2t minus e power minus t plus 2 e power minus 2t into x of 0 was given by 1 into 1. So here x of 0 is 1 into 1. If you multiply these two matrices, you will get, so this is in the form of 2 by 2 and 2 by 1. So you will get in the matrix in the form of 2 by 1 matrix. So x of t equals to 2 e power minus t minus e power minus 2t plus e power minus t minus e power minus 2t. Similarly, so first one is over. Next, minus 2 e power minus t plus 2 e power minus 2t minus e power minus t plus 2 e power minus 2t. So if we solve this equation matrix, 3 e power minus t minus 2 e power minus 2t minus 3 e power minus t plus 4 e power minus 2t. This is the state response from the given equation, given state model equation. And next, third one is unit step response of the system. So already we have this matrix from the given state model in this problem. A is equals to 0 1 minus 2 minus 3, b equals to 0 1 and c equals to 1 0. If you want, so if you want to find the unit step response, we have to find this. We have to find the transfer function from the by using this three matrix. So already we know that how we can convert state model to transfer function. So let me see that conversion of state model to transfer function. So if you want to convert from state model to transfer function, we have to use this formula. Transfer function T of S equals to C into Si minus A inverse into B plus D. So this is the formula we have to use while converting from a state model to transfer function. So here let me say that the transfer function can be written as C of S divided by R of S and C Si minus A inverse B plus D. Now from this equation we have to find the unit step response of the system, that is C of t. We have to find from this equation. So let me see how we can find this from this equation. So C of S into R of S and C is 1 0. Next already we have the Si minus A inverse Si minus A inverse matrix. So that is 2 divided, so this is the SI minus inverse matrix, so you have to write this 2 by S plus 1, 2 by S plus 1 minus 1 divided by S plus 2. So this is the first term. So anyway, you can write like this also. So C of S divided by R of S equals to 1 0, and here I can write S plus 3 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2, 1 divided by S plus 1 S plus 2 minus 2 divided by S plus 1 S plus 2 and S divided by S plus 1 S plus 2. So this is the matrix we obtained while solving the SI minus A inverse. Next one is B 0 1 plus. So here there is no matrix D given in this problem, so it should be 0. So no need to consider here. Now if you multiply this matrix 3, or let me see what you will get. So this is in the form of 1 by 2 matrix. So 1 to 2 columns, and it is 2 by 2, and it is 2 by 1. If you multiply these two, you will get 1 by 2 matrix, right? So first one is 1 into 1 into S plus 3 divided by S plus 1 plus S plus 2, and next one is 0. So no need to consider. Next 1 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2, and next one is 0 0 1. So this is 1 by 2 and 2 by 1. So finally you will get 1 by 1 matrix. 0 into S, this one is 0, and 1 divided by S plus 1 S plus 2. So this is C of S divided by R of S. So this is the finally we obtained the transfer function C of S divided by R of S equals to 1 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2. So from this I can write C of S equals to R of S into S plus 1 into S plus 2. Now in this problem already they mentioned clearly, find the response when in the input is unit step input from by using for the given state model equation. So here the R of S is 1 because we have unit step input. Now C of S becomes 1 divided by S plus 1 and S plus 2. So already we so now if you want to find the C of t, you have to convert this C of S into C of t by applying the inverse Laplace transform, but here it won't possible. So we have to apply the partial fraction. So already we found partial fraction for this like this term. Then we obtained here 1 divided by S plus 1 minus 1 divided by S plus 2. So while so this is the C of S. Now apply inverse Laplace transform to the above equation, then you will get C of t equals to e power minus t minus e power minus 2t. So this is the response when your input is unit step. Response for unit step input. So this is the way of finding the different problems from the state model equation. So first of all we have to identify that what is the matrix of A, B and C from the state model equation. For that based on that, so suppose sometimes they will ask state transition matrix, sometimes they will ask response, sometimes they will ask transfer function, whatever it may be. So based on that you have to proceed that. So if they ask state transition matrix, we have to use that pi of t is equals to Laplace inverse of SI minus A inverse. If they ask state response, we had to use that x of t is equals to pi of t into x of 0. So x of 0 is already they will give in the question itself. And next, if you want to convert, if they ask convert this state model equation to transfer function, we have to use that. The transfer function formula is c into si minus inverse into b plus t. So by solving this equation, then you will get the final answers. Thank you.